Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
You want her to pay the $660. What does that amount reflect?
An incident that happened in there that kind of was the focal point of this is with her parents there, I threw up on them.
In my courtroom, it's about equity and fairness. Stop. Is that true? I don't want you to understand. I want you to overstand.
Yes, sir.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. Justice should be more than just some foreign concept. I actually want you to learn something. That's not gonna happen. Not up in here, not today. And boom goes the dynamite.
Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Andrew Blana claims his ex planned an air travel excursion even though he suffers from motion sickness and says he became ill and had to take a long-distance ride share home.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
Mr. Blana is suing Lisa Rayner in the amount of $660.
All parties have been sworn, Your Honor.
Third Deputy Thomas. Mr. Blana, you're suing Miss Rayner in the amount of $660 because you had to Uber for quite a distance there, huh?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Why did that happen the way that it did, that you needed the Uber?
Yes, so my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, Lisa, wanted me to meet her parents, and I wanted to meet her parents, but...
And what was the purpose of meeting the parents? You thought this was getting serious, or...
I mean, in retrospect, I feel like we were trying to...
Talk to me.
We're trying to rush the intimacy kind of thing. I feel like we didn't really feel like our relationship was strong.
How long had it been before you all were meeting parents?
It was like 4 months when she met my parents, 6 months when I met hers.
You met his parents first?
Yeah.
Whose idea was that?
It was my idea.
You wanted to say, okay, who am I dealing with here? And
Yeah.
so tell me a lot about this person by looking at his mom and dad.
Yeah.
Were you ready to meet her parents?
I was ready to meet her parents.
All right.
I just felt like it could have been much simpler.
You decided you wanted to have an extravaganza.
Yeah. I mean,
With
to
your
be fair, there is a slight history of him being a little bit shy, like timid, standoffish when he's meeting people that are kind of important.
Did you find
to me.
that endearing when you first met him?
Yeah, I definitely did. And I found it
And
intriguing.
the very thing that you found was nice about him started getting on your nerves.
Yeah, exactly. Like when I first met him, I thought he was intriguing, a little bit mysterious, but
Had that mystique about him.
exactly, and I wanted to know more, but eventually I just realized it was
There's nothing there.
just a bit boring.
So there was no there.
Yeah. it was a
Perhaps,
bit
Your Honor, there would have been if she hadn't thought that forcing me into situations with other people would bring out my personality in the way that she
And you
wanted.
felt that's what was going on.
I feel that's what was going on then.
Did you
and
tell her that?
I told her once or twice.
Communication was generally lacking a little bit.
On his part.
Obviously, for both of us, because otherwise she wouldn't have planned a trip like this. I have.
Let's talk about the trip.
Yes,
Sure.
evidence for you.
He's waving it around. Of course, I'm going to look at it. What am I going to say?
Trying to get our attention, apparently.
Yeah.
So
Pick
at
me,
the very
pick me,
top,
Judge.
you'll see kind of the vehicles
All
that
right,
we
this
used
is
on our
what
trip.
I'm looking at because you gave me 4 pieces of paper. So
Yes.
I'm going to go through each one.
Okay.
The first one, I see a van, which meant some sort of transportation in a van or a bus. Then there was transportation by a plane. Then it looks like some sort of dune buggy or...
Yes.
And then there's a helicopter.
Yes.
All this in the course of one day?
One day, Your Honor. Actually, a matter of hours.
In a matter of hours, you went on
So-
all those different modes of transportation.
was an
Our
excursion.
extravagant trip that she decided to plan.
I mean, now for me, I'm thinking, I'm here
Sounds
for it.
fun, right? Over the
where do
Grand
I
I would have
sign?
been content with the Hummer, honestly.
Why did you need the first mode of transportation? But is that a van or a truck or something?
So that was our mode of transportation. We flew from Portland to Las Vegas. And from Las Vegas, we took a shuttle to another airport.
And why did you have to go to another airport?
So the plane, as you can see, it's pretty small.
Yes.
And so they didn't have craft that small that we needed for our excursion. And it was through another company, so we had to go to their flight strip.
Okay. So you start in Portland, you go to Vegas. Now, where are your parents at this point?
They're also in Portland.
Oh, okay. I get it. This was the first time you met them and you're doing all this.
Yeah. Because I thought it would be something that like I was gonna remember forever. I thought it was something that was gonna be
Maybe something
special
like
for
this
us
should have
if
been
we were-
saved for like an engagement.
Well, it's not like there's a requirement as to when you do certain excursions. She was thinking this will be fun.
Yeah.
Now, you've got some other things that I'm going to also consider, but before I do, what was the issue here?
So the issue was that I have motion sickness.
Oh, okay, we should have started there.
Yeah.
You have motion sickness.
Coming up on America's Court.
You broke up with her the next day?
over
She
text.
broke up with me.
No, you broke up.
She likes to
What?
bring out the texts, but
What are you talking about? There's literally text evidence of you breaking up with me.
And later,
What did you have an issue with?
I am allergic to peanuts, tree nuts, and pine nuts. And
You have a nut allergy.
I have a nut allergy. Yes, pretty severe one.
Did you
Peanuts.
tell Mr. Matthews?
Oh, yeah.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Andrew Blana, who is suing Lisa Rayner for travel expenses.
Why not just say, I don't want to go because
I tried to, but the thing is, I had already agreed to it previously with her parents. There
And
when
why
she
did
first-
you agree to it?
Your Honor, I felt like, I mean, we both were trying to, obviously this relationship wasn't the best in the world. And we were trying to kind of move it
What's so
forward.
obvious about that? I mean, it's a relationship.
We're
I mean,
in court.
relationships they call for work and effort and sacrifice and
Communication.
being out of your comfort
As opposed to
zone.
manipulation.
Wait,
Oh,
I'm
what-
sorry. You all are talking to each other, but I'm here just sort of looking at you. Was that the source of the problem with the relationship, that you all weren't on the same page with these issues?
I think that the problem in this specific situation that he's bringing me here for is neither of those things. It's wanting me to pay for something that I don't feel like I'm responsible for. That's not what.
I'm so glad you mentioned that because that's what I want to talk about now. You want her to pay the $660. What does that amount reflect?
An incident that happened in there that kind of was the focal point of this is with her parents there, I threw up on them.
You threw up on the parents?
Yes,
And
Your
all
Honor,
over
I
the
did.
house.
Okay, that's just nasty.
It's,
Yeah.
well, Your Honor, at that point,
While you were up in the air,
everyone was pretty grossed out.
Yeah.
I was ready to be done.
you couldn't at least go in another direction. You had to
Your Honor.
You had to splatter, Mom. I mean, come on.
Your Honor,
He was directing
this
Mom.
speaks to how bad my motion sickness is.
You couldn't
a
control yourself.
paramedic had to look at me after I threw up.
Yeah.
You had to have a
A
paramedic.
paramedic looked at me. There was a lot of throw up.
And this was the first time you had met the parents?
Yeah.
First time.
Okay, so that did not go over well. That impression was. Where does the money come in, though?
After that, I wanted to leave.
And what was it that caused the motion sickness? Had
Well,
you eaten something? Had you been drinking?
Speaking more to her ridiculous planning, when we were in the Hummer driving around, we ate a sack lunch and had champagne on a moving vehicle. And then we're lifted up into a helicopter where I threw up on her parents. And as you can imagine, they were not pleased by that.
I have done that trip by helicopter to the Grand Canyon. It is incredible.
It's incredible.
It's breathtaking.
And I have pictures too.
Well, let me see your pictures. I can show you
Pictures.
mine, but I'll look at yours.
Thank you so much.
But I also see how if you were on that and then you eat and then you get on the helicopter, that could be problematic. Oh, what am I looking at here?
So those
Elk?
pictures, yeah, so that's actually from the Hummer ride. There was a bunch of different animals, elk,
Nice,
deer.
nice.
A lot to look at while you're eating a sack lunch and drinking champagne.
Yeah.
I know you had the sack lunch and I know you had the champagne. All right, so we've spent a lot of time talking about everything but the reason that we're here.
Yeah, that is
Right?
true.
The reason that we're here is because you have a dollar amount specifically that you're requesting of now your ex, because I take it the breakup happened sometime around when this.
Yeah.
It happened the next day.
It was
it
immediate.
you broke up with her the next day?
Over
She
text.
broke up with me.
You
No,
broke
you
up
broke
with,
up.
She likes to
What?
bring out the texts, but
What are you talking about? There's literally text evidence of you breaking up with me.
Your Honor, I know.
Wait.
I know
Your
it looks
text is
bad.
about you spent $500 on Uber.
And then and speaking back to communication, I messaged him when we arrived. We left the helicopter early. We landed early, of course, because he wasn't feeling good, and like my parents had vomit on them and stuff like that. So we landed early, and at that point he was upset, and I tried to comfort him.
Understandably so.
Understandably so, and I
Thank you.
tried to comfort him, and he didn't really let me comfort him at
If
all.
someone was trying to hug you after you I'm sorry, Your Honor.
So he decided to Uber back to Las Vegas early.
$510.
From the Grand Canyon to Las Vegas?
Yeah.
You
Instead of
that was the
taking-
only option
No,
that you had?
I bought him a flight. And
The flight didn't
paramedic
leave
said
till
he was
later
safe
on.
to go on the flight and that he should be okay for the flight. He got approved, but he decided anyway to take an Uber.
You didn't want to fly anymore. So you Ubered all the way back, and that Uber ride cost how much?
It cost $510, Your Honor.
All right, there's $150.
That
difference.
was the difference between the flight ticket that she had already purchased and what I had to lump on top of that in order to go when I did.
Because he wanted to leave early, which is understandable, but at that point, it's not my
Who
responsibility.
paid for the trip?
I paid for the flights, he paid for his room, and I paid for the excursions.
It says here, hope you got back okay. We're at dinner down
Yeah.
at the hotel if you want to join us.
So we got to Las Vegas.
Is that you messaging him?
Yes.
And then again, just checking in. Did you get back okay? We're still at dinner. And then you go, Andrew, he's not responding. He says, I'm in my room. I booked my own way home and I'm leaving tomorrow morning. What you did was wrong. I want nothing to do with you after this.
Yeah. So he broke up
You
with
broke
me.
up with him?
Yeah.
Yes.
You want her to pay that money because of how things played out.
Yes, sir.
I got it. Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the guy was going to come down in favor of the defendant. There's nothing legally that obligated her to pay for you to get back via an Uber. You chose to do that. I know you're not happy. Your matter's dismissed. Case closed.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case has been dismissed.
Good luck finding someone after how you treated me in our breakup.
I'm gonna find someone who will actually care about my well-being and won't make a situation like this happen again.
Let's step outside.
Coming up on America's Court with Judge Ross.
Okay, you're charging $1,000 and you can't write on a separate sheet of paper, here are the substituted items that you could use instead of peanut butter and almonds?
Well, I could.
Okay, well then that's problematic.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. Shannon Mosley claims her trainer gave her a meal plan with items she was allergic to and an exercise plan that included pulling weeds in his yard, and says she's due a refund on his fee. Ms. Mosley is suing Mark Matthews in the amount of $400.
Ms. Mosley, you weren't happy with the services that Mr. Matthews performed.
Correct.
Why weren't you happy?
Well, I signed up for a personalized meal plan and 3 personalized training sessions.
Why did you sign up with Mr. Matthews?
Well, because I have actually the posts that I saw on social media.
I'll take a look at it. For you, your decision in terms of narrowing down who you wanted to work with,
Yeah.
you went on social media first.
Yeah.
These are some of the things you offer.
Yes, I personalize it for all of my clients.
Okay. And this second page, newcomer package,
That's what I signed up for.
you offer 1 hour of consultation, a meal plan.
Yes.
Are the meals actually included?
Not the meals, just the meal plan.
The meal plan.
I have
3
the-
one-on-one training sessions, unique high-intensity interval training, and for all of that, for the low price of
$1,000.
$1,000. And you were getting ready to say something. What was the other thing you were going to say?
Yes. So I actually have the list of the meal plans that he gave me.
I'd like to see it. Were
Anything
you
else?
pleased with that
No,
meal
that is all.
plan list? Did you have any issue with the meal plan list?
I most certainly did. And so
What did you have an issue with?
I am allergic to peanuts, tree nuts, and pine nuts. And
So you have a nut allergy.
I have a nut allergy.
Coming up on America's Court.
You don't feel as though the advertising reflected your experience.
Correct. I met him outside of his house. He came with a set of gardening tools.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Shannon Mosley, who is suing Mark Matthews for breach of contract.
Did you tell Mr. Matthews that you had a nut allergy?
Oh, yeah, in our
Do
consultation.
you recall that conversation taking place?
Yes, I do.
Then why are there things talking about almond milk, almonds, peanut butter, if you already knew that she had a nut allergy? Why would you write down peanut or almond? Why not just put the substituted item?
Well, what I did is tell her, I said, now, there are some things on here that you are allergic to, but you can substitute
Did
with
he say
soy
that?
butter.
Yes, he
Okay,
didn't.
stop. If he said that to you in the beginning, why did you make it a point to circle and star these items for me to see that?
He gave it to me when he gave me the meal plan.
Okay,
after
wasn't
we
that
had
part of the
consultation.
consultation?
After the consultation.
Okay. Why is it incumbent upon her to find the substitution? I thought you, if anything, I'm thinking, here are some substitution alternatives. Okay, you're charging $1,000 and you can't write on a separate sheet of paper, here are the substituted items that you could use instead of peanut butter and almonds?
Well, I could,
Okay,
but
well then that's problematic. And then we have the pictures. Are you saying that you don't feel as though the advertising reflected your experience?
Correct. My first personalized workout with him.
Yes, ma'am.
I was told to meet him at his personal campus, and turns out it was just this guy's house.
Yes.
And he came with a set of gardening tools.
Okay.
And told me to get to work.
All right. And you did it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so you take that hoe and that rake and that shovel,
Yeah.
and you just are moving and grooving, right?
Yeah. And he had me pay him to do his own yard work.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program.
Day one, you're already like, okay, I don't trust him.
No.
Okay, you have a witness. What's
Yeah.
the story with the witness?
so this is Lionel Moreau. He's one of my clients. He's been
Sir,
with
step
me.
forward. What's your last name, please?
My name is Lionel Moreau.
And why are you here? What do you add to this conversation? You seem like you're in pretty good shape. Is he a client of yours?
Yes.
How long, sir, have you been a client of Mr. Matthews?
About 3 years and a half.
All right, talk to me. What's been your experience with him?
Yeah, maybe it's different, but it works.
Did you have reservations? Were you a little skeptical at first as well?
No, really, in 3 years and a half, I changed completely.
You've been with him that long?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your reaction? Why would he be so suspect with you if this is what he does and this is what he's been successful at and has clients like this gentleman who can attest to these methods working?
I don't know. I don't know right now, but I know that it didn't work for me.
Why $400?
That's the price of the 2 sessions that I did not take.
Anything else?
I just would like to be refunded for the
2 sessions you
2
didn't
sessions
do.
that I didn't do.
Got it. Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, Galvin has come down in favor of the plaintiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You will pay her that $400. That is the order. Case closed.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $400.
I'm just glad justice was served.
Well, I'm just glad I did get a win because I don't have to work with her anymore.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.